right, here we go. Now we're up and moving. How's everybody doing? Colt, how we doing, bud? Boy, you're like one of the first people every single time. Next Gen, what's up, my man? Ty, how we doing? We're getting ready to go after it again. I'm pretty excited. It's been a while. I was really hoping to get after it this week. But I'll tell you what, last Sunday night, I went to bed and I was like, man, I got a slight cough. I woke up Monday, KO from there till about today. It's pretty terrible. Pretty terrible. Gary, Jeep fam. Eddie, how we doing? Purgatory. I appreciate it, buddy, but I'm far from that, man. I'm far from that. It's been a struggle. I should have had traps out last week. We should have caught 100 coon this last week, but I was down and out. Missed a few days at work even. Just sicker than a dog, but we're feeling pretty good now. I'm ready for another push here come this week. So, oh really? Yeah, Jeep fam. So what's funny is, so I have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off of work. I called in sick on Wednesday because I was. Monday I was sick. Tuesday was terrible. Wednesday was terrible. I took a vacation day on Thursday because I was still sick. I went back today and they canceled Christmas parties. They canceled all kinds of stuff at work because of illness. It's pretty crazy. So must be a bunch of stuff going around. Hey Frank, how we doing? You're starting to trap tomorrow, Colt? That's awesome, buddy. That's awesome. Jeep fam, yeah, chasing beaver through the ice. No, I've got some plans coming up. I'm gonna have a good work line coming up this next week. I think not great, but if you followed my channel at all, I've still got. I'm gonna guess probably about 400 traps still in the ground right now. Nothing set, but still in the ground. I'm going to go through late Sunday or early Monday, set everything I can. It's already been set on once. It's already been used once. Set everything I can, and it's going to be a 1 or 2 day check and then pull. But I've also got some fresh ground on a work line going. We're going to go after muskrats this week. I've got a bunch of muskrat ponds and some beaver stuff lined up through a good buddy of mine. Donnie, how we doing? I appreciate it. Todd, what's up, my man? The skunk master himself is in here. Nice bobcat first check and a coyote 4 day. That's awesome, Frank. That's awesome, buddy. Yeah, Dan, I get it. Yeah, I need to take a load to my pit down below the house, and it's been too wet to take my truck through the yard. I think my wife would kill me if I did, but definitely need to get back in the groove of things. I feel like this was a wasted week, but I've been too down and out to do anything. From the sounds of it, I haven't got tested for it, but it sounds like it was influenza A, which actually kicked my rear a lot worse than COVID did here about 3 weeks to a month ago. Man, I was down and out. I was terrible. I felt worthless. No problem, Colt. You take care, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, Todd, I feel pretty good. A lot better than I did as of 48 hours ago, that's for sure. Arkansas Trapper, what's up, man? Myron, how we doing? Reef's in here. What's up, buddy? That. You didn't have to do that, buddy. Nope, just got the wife and boy settled in. They're watching a movie that I don't really care to watch because I don't like scary movies. So figured I'd jump in here and do a live for a little bit. So Midwestern, how we doing, buddy? Oh, Frank, it's terrible. I got to work today, and my buddy said Since I work about 40 minutes away from my hometown, um, or where I live, I should say, my buddy said out of 28 kids in his daughter's class, which is probably fourth grade, they had 11 kids. So there's a lot of stuff going around. Chris, yeah, I'm doing better. I'm a lot better than I was. Not 100% yet, but we don't have time to waste. Our weather is awesome right now in Iowa. We got a rain that took, I'm assuming, pretty much all the frost out of the ground. Uh, we're going to set stuff like crazy. It's go time. Um, I'm hoping in the next 10 days we have another 100 coon. That may not sound like much compared to early season, but right now that'd be pretty phenomenal. Um, I would be very, very happy with that. No, Reef, I know how you are. Todd, how we doing? Really, Frank? Awesome. Yeah, next gen. I noticed that. I did a little driving to tonight on my way home, and I seen that yeah, a lot of ice came off the cricks. I figured that rain would. A lot of people don't understand. You could have 3 inches of rain on a crick or 3 inches of ice, but you get some rain, a half an inch of rain, that's going to take that ice out. It'll melt that ice so quick. And a lot of people don't quite understand that. Um, you get running water on top of ice, it's going to melt that ice, pretty much bottom line. So now I'm in that dilemma of, do I set some cricks for 2 or 3 days here? I'm going to have a small work line going for about a week. But it has to be small, guys, because I work 10 hours a day right now. So for me to run a line, I've got to be at work at 7. If I have any type of a line at all, I'm up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So makes for a long day. Timbo, how we doing? Midwestern, you're right, man. You got to keep pushing. You got to keep driving, guys. Definitely my trademark sign, I guess you could say. But you got to keep pushing. I still don't feel great, guys, as you can probably tell. I'm not 100% yet, but I'm far better than I was. You could ask my wife. I was pretty much a lump on a log for 4 days. It was killing me, especially with temperatures in the mid 40s for the high, low of 27. It's like, man, this is raccoon weather right now. Fish and triggers, how we doing? 3 coyotes and 7 traps this morning. That's awesome, David. That's awesome, buddy. Yeah, next gen. That's the thing, man. We have officially entered that mid-season in my mind. Um, which mid-season, what I'm calling mid-season, typically in Iowa, we've got snow on the ground right now. Everything's froze up. We might have an inch or two of snow sitting on the ground, at least in my area. And right now, we have running water and no frost. It's weird. Typically, coon aren't moving right now. So trying to predict where their movement's going to be, because they are going to be moving. They are going to be moving because there's no snow. If there's no snow, pretty much regardless of temperatures, raccoons are moving in Iowa. In the fall, early winter, they're moving. So this can be kind of interesting. See what we come up with. I'm kind of interested to see. It's going to be a learning curve for me because I did a little bit of this last year, but this is really gonna help me figure out where things are moving to. So, hey Loki, how we doing? Number 7 Bobcat Day. That's awesome, buddy. That's awesome. Yeah, Chris, I think it is gonna change for sure. You got 2 coyotes fishing triggers. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah, next gen. I would agree with you 100%, buddy. Mid season is my weakest point by far. Early season's my strength. Late season, I'm okay with, but this mid season, normally when you have snow, Nothing's wanting to leave their dens. In my mind, that's the hardest raccoon trapping there is. From now until about Christmas is normally the toughest trapping that we run into. So it's pretty interesting. We'll see what ends up happening. Gold falcon, that's generally my early season, but this mid season, generally they're not leaving the den. So are they still going to be going to food, which I'm anticipating, but I don't know that. So this is going to be interesting. Really, Frank. What are you using for sets around that pond, bud? Chris, if I make a pocket, fish is my go-to. I like jack mackerel for bait. I just my problem is our coon population's so high that I was talking to Internet Vet here a little while ago about it. Just our raccoon population is so high, and with me not being a good mink trapper and making the proper mink set, I'm going to catch 20 coon before I would a mink, and they're just going to destroy the set. So makes it kind of tough. Nutria catch and cook. Oh, absolutely, Reef. Pooh Bear Trash Panda wants stickers from you. Pooh Bear Trash Pandas. I missed out on the best part of the season this year. Decided to build a fur shed. Yeah, Timbo. Yeah, that's tough, bud. That's tough, but I'll tell you, you have your own fur shed. It's pretty awesome to have, man. Yeah, Gold Falcon. I've heard there's some snow coming in certain areas. I'll be chasing some beaver here this week, uh, and some muskrats, as well as getting a good coon line out. So, really, Frank, um, boy, that if you're around a pond, you might try some fish sticks, or some PVC sets right in the shallow water. That might help you out a little bit. David, um, they're buying, but just not great around here. Really, that's cool, Dan. That's awesome. Ah, I gotcha. Yeah, it's definitely pre-rut. My area might be a little early for pre-rut, but it's coming up. It's definitely on the horizon for sure. Yeah, Timbo, I get it. That's why as soon as we moved here and we had an attached garage, I knew no chance in hell my wife's gonna let me use her garage for that. She's someone that where I grew up, garages were shops. Um, I think where she grew up, garages were to park vehicles. Uh, just different people, but so I had to build my own shop garage, if you will. Uh, okay, Jaden Pooh Bear, gotcha. PVC sets are awesome. Um, in certain areas, in certain times of year, in my opinion. Really, Gold Falcon, that's interesting. Reef, that was news to me when I got married. Loki, send me Iowa Trapper, the number 2 at Gmail. I'll get you a sticker sent. I still got to send Reef a sticker too. Man, I feel bad. I shouldn't feel too bad. You give me enough crap, Reef, so it's fair. But SS, how we doing? We're alive. We're barely alive, but we're still kicking. We're just recovering from what I believe to be influenza A. So, what's the garage? Yeah, I always grew up and they were called a shop. So that's kind of all I know them as. But Reef, well, now you're getting carried away. Now you're getting carried away. But yeah, I'll send you a shirt. I'll send you a shirt. Matter of fact, I got a couple hoodie requests I got to get cut up on too. It's been a rough kind of go of it here, fellas, for a week. I've been down and out. It's been rough. It's been rough. Dan, it should be here anytime. I might give him a call tomorrow, actually. See what the progress is on that. Because I was expecting to any time this month or even last month, but um, yeah. I'll get it to you, Dano. I promise you that. We've caught a couple 5Xs too this year. I've been putting a few up, so um, I while I was sick, I tried starting to finish a few first since I wasn't doing anything. I'd get like 4 or 5 in and just be dead. But um, we got some good size this year. Good size. A lot better than I thought. Oh, really? SS, yeah. You get that snow, and as far as coon trapping goes, it's done until rut at least. Off the hook. How we doing, buddy? Chris, it is a big coon. You know, uh, I know Haggerty posted this on Facebook here a couple days ago. He had a 6XL coon, and it was one that broke 30. Was it 30 or 31 pounds? He said, I can't remember. Um, but you hear a lot of people talk about 40 and 50 pound coons. I won't say they don't exist, but my neck of the woods, I've had probably single digits break 30 pounds in my career. So it takes a hell of a big raccoon to break 30 pounds. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but being where I'm at, that's big. That's real big. Um, it just takes a heck of a good coon. I'd say probably 28 pounds on average is a 5XL coon. I don't get a lot of them every year. I get 10 to 20 5XL coons. So not a whole lot. Yeah, Reef. So just send that 10 more times and I'll send you a shirt. Yeah, Dan, it will fit on a Kyo board. I don't do that because all my boards are uniform. I want all my coon the exact same width. That being said, a 5XL on my boards is, probably not stretched correctly. But I want all my coon the exact same width, the exact same everything. That's just how I like to do things. Yeah, exactly. Next gen. I haven't hit a 34 pounder. I think I had a 33 once, but that was it. It's a crazy big coon. Arkansas Trapper. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, Gold Falcon. Exactly. I've seen a lot of pictures of someone holding up a raccoon. They're holding it up and they're like, yeah, this was 42 pounds or 38 pounds. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, if you are, you know, I'm a fairly big guy, and if you're holding it up and you're smaller than me off to the side holding it up, that's not a 40-pound coon. I promise you that. Uh, Not saying they're not out there, but man, it's heavy. That is a big coon. Yeah, Donald did make me scared too. Coon Creek. How we doing, my man? Got a 63 pounder one year. I don't doubt it. Oh, shoot. 6.5 XL at 44 pounds here in Wisconsin. Loki, I could see up in the northern states, hitting almost 40 pounds, but around here, if you're catching a 40-pound coon, it was a pet. Um, it just was. But I've heard of guys up north, and even my fur buyer that's been up north. He's he'll share some stories of some 40+ pounders, but around here, if you catch 40-pound coon, it didn't, it wasn't just caught. So Evie, how we doing? Coon Creek, how we doing tonight, bud? Honored to have someone of big presence in here. Finally, not so busy with the goats. How the goats doing, Evie? 3 new babies in 4 days ago. That's awesome. That's awesome. Hopefully, they're all doing well. But yeah, we're gonna be chasing muskrats hard. Doing a little bit of beaver trapping. um, not not heavy into the beaver trapping, but we got a couple nuisance jobs of a buddy of mine that I'm gonna hit up. And then just hit coon as hard as we can. As in yourself. What am I doing to myself, Reef? I'm confused. Evie, I'm sorry to hear that. No, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, right, Reef. Look, he's still skinning that 63 pounder. He better submit that sucker for a record book. There are big coons around, guys. There's big everything around, but I think a lot of people kind of get carried away with weights of things. Timbo, that would be him. Coon Creek's got, as far as I'm concerned, the best skinning for handling videos. I talked about it the other day. I am going to be doing a live flushing demo. I don't know when it's going to be. I was hoping it'd be this weekend, but it might have to be next weekend. We're going to flush like 10 or 12 raccoons in a row. I'm going to hire my boy, or if my wife's willing, to film me out in the shop. She don't like to go out there very much, but and just talk about the bare basics of what to do, how to start it off, just basic fur handling. No problem, Travis. No problem at all, buddy. Oh, that's too bad, Evie. Purgatory. Oh, cool, Coon Creek. That's awesome, buddy. That's awesome. That's cool. That's awesome. There you go, Dan. There you go. He's going to Ohio. Yeah, yeah, but I'd call it more than a Wolverine. I'd be calling for help. Ah, I'd definitely be calling for help. Uh-oh, we did it again. There we go. We're back. Are we back though, or are we all messed up? Well, hey, there we go. I messed with it enough. We figured it out. No, I'm pretty pumped for what's coming. It just, man, it's been a rough week. Tyler, How full are you filling the traps? Are you just filling it to the trigger? What are you doing? Reef, you're gonna be in Iowa on the 22nd? Doing what? Arkansas? That's awesome. A coyote was killed and is sitting on the road by your place. I wouldn't really. That's my opinion though. No, Matt. I've been sicker than crap all week, so we're gonna get a good work line out this week. Tomorrow is my Friday. I'm actually working on Sunday, I guess, so it's probably my Thursday, but hopefully we're gonna get something out Sunday evening, and Monday into Tuesday. So Donald, right, right. The Southwest. So you're down around what? Atlantic? Somewhere down in there? Tyler, are you only using dry bait in any of those three, whatever your bait is? Oh, hustling hobbies. I've been stacking on the vitamin C and all kinds of stuff. It's been a rough week. Bedford, okay, that's down there kind of by Atlantic, I believe. On the southwest tip. You're probably in about the best coon trapping there is. Okay, so fairly dry, Tyler. Um, Here's what I would do. Tyler, if you can shuffle that trap, can you move that 10 foot down the trail, either direction? What are you going after, Johnny? I got it, Reef. I got it. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, Tyler. Are you on, if you got a good raccoon trail, how long is the trail? Oh, yeah, Travis, for sure. Hustling hobbies, if I just get a light rain, I'm not worried about it at all. If I were to get like a 2 inch rain overnight, then yeah, I'd be changing it. Tyler, here's what I would do. Okay, let me rethink this. Tyler, where does this trail going to and from? Um, where's the trail coming from? Is it coming from timber? Is it coming from a feed lot? What's on both sides of this trail? If you were to just look at the trail and look on both sides of it, what is there? Hey Don, how we doing? Yeah, Reef, we're a flyover state. I don't blame you. Oh, Johnny, you've got a lot of raccoon probably running that creek then. I'd almost guarantee it. Kind of curious on Tyler's response here of what he's setting on. Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea, Reef. Yeah, you don't notice my state unless you're stopping here, pretty much. Down the high bank of a creek. Okay, okay, Tyler. Boy, you got some options here. Um, and you're here in Iowa. Did you say that? You're here in Iowa? Southern Iowa, northern Iowa? The high banks of a creek right now should be awesome. They should be running like crazy there, so it's not an issue if the raccoons are there. I'm guessing you're getting cleaned out by mice first. Um, oh, Western Kentucky. Okay, okay, so that'll play a little difference. I'm not real familiar with that area by any means. I know some people over there, but what I would do, I can you use body grips in Kentucky at all, or snares or cable restraints? If you cannot, I would take that dog proof, in my opinion. I'd move it 10 feet either direction and fill that sucker heaping with cat food. Mound it up. Kind of like I do in my videos. That'll take a little bit for your field rats to clean it out and set it directly in the trail and see what that does. Dawn, not yet, but we're getting after it this week. It's been a pretty rough week. Took a couple sick days from work even. I've been pretty miserable, so. Tyler, I'll tell you what, if you can, a Duke 220, if you can set that on your high bank trails, if you can find a narrow spot, that will outperform everything you could think of as far as dog proofs. And you'll get some targets, but not coon targets too. If you've got bobcats in that area, fox or anything like that, everything's going to run that high bank. All your fur-bearing animals. It's a really, really good setup. Arkansas Trapper, thanks for stopping in, buddy. You take care. Michael Grant, how we doing, bud? Craig's in here. Evie. Hey, Dale, how we doing, bud? But yeah, Tyler, if you've got that high bank trail, if you could, I would really throw some body grips on it. If you can run 220s on that and find a little pinch point where they're coming between two trees or something like that, phenomenal area. No, Ottercat, not for you. Oh, did you, Michael? That's awesome, bud. How'd you do tonight? Dale was live tonight? I didn't get that notification. Did I interrupt him? I hope I didn't cut him short. Oh, Reef. Loki, yeah, that's tough, buddy. 220s, in my opinion, that's my favorite trap by far. I love those things. Um, it's just not every opportunity allows it. Yeah, Reef, whatever. All right, Monty. Thanks for stopping in, bud. Oh, shoot, Dale. Maybe that's why I didn't see it if it was on Facebook. I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Tiffany, how we doing? Jacob from Oregon. Yeah, Vet. Next gen, he's got some sources. He's got some connections. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Oregonians in here. Reef, you don't count. You're basically a Californian, so yeah, those are shots fired. Ah, I got you, Dale. Well, sorry if I cut you short, man. I didn't mean to interrupt your stuff. Be it Funky's on the 18th. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you a bit. Sean Hogg, I'm using cat food in all my dog proofs. Does it catch a few fox? Yeah, but it's not aimed at that, and it's not something you could really plan on catching a fox in a dog proof. It's just I got lucky. Yeah, exactly, Reef. I figured a Californian would be. Oh, good, Dale. I didn't know if you're still going or not. Which we're not going to be on here too much longer. I got to work tomorrow and kind of get everything ready for trapping this week. So it's gonna be a good week. Just been a rough few days, guys. Trying to recover, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Really, Craig, that's awesome. I'm glad you like it. That's good to hear. Um, I've only had one person tell me that they don't like them, uh, and after somebody else explained to me maybe why, I was like, oh yeah, you can't put them straight down necessarily. You kind of have to have them Y out, and as you push it down, it locks it in by bending that out solid. Something I probably need to do a video on, to be honest with you. Nope, she doesn't, Reef. Sorry. Michael Grant, I hope it works for you, buddy. Coyote market is absolutely terrible, but you know what? That doesn't matter. You go out and you catch somebody. I wish you luck, man. I really do. Oh, thanks, Sean Hogg. I appreciate it. Yeah, next gen's blowing me out of the water. That kid's on fire. Um, he's definitely earned it though. He's done his homework and he's hammering them. That kid makes me feel old. I probably shouldn't admit that to him, but he does. He's done more homework than I even realized. He's got another line planned up. He's got some good stuff coming up that I'm sure is going to do well for him. So, pretty impressive. Yeah, exactly. Gold Falcon. That's just part of it. Just part of it. Otter Cat. That's awesome. Otter Cat. How many mink you caught so far? Hey, Reef. I haven't put a video out in probably a week and a half. So, been a little bit for me as well. Ah, so Otter Cat caught one. Oh, that's funny. Lawrence, 8 days ago was my last video, and I remember that. Coyote Stalker, how we doing? Oh, did you? That's too bad, Dale. I I mean, I hit a couple small walls, but I was able to get through them. But this sickness and going back to work all at once just kind of shut me down. Jacob, you have a good night, buddy. Gold Falcon, I've been hearing a lot of talk. A lot of talk about prices doing a little better, but we'll just have to wait and see. A lot of rumors going around. Michael Grant, I'll tell you what, I would wait till convention, man, to get your dog proofs a lot cheaper next year. Especially if you're waiting on taxes, that tax refund to go out and get traps. That's generally after season's over anyway. I would wait until convention. It's gonna be a lot cheaper. 2 videos each with a wolf. That's awesome. That is awesome. Wow. Dale's over 700 now. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, yeah. Generally, the rats follow the ranch mink. Um, we'll see though. I know with GFW right now they're at 50 cents, 1, 2, and 3 for their best. So not exactly great. Yeah, Frank. Yeah, I seen that $3 for a good coyote. So I watched along a little bit of it. No, you don't, Reef. You're doing fine. Try try walking on water. That's my best bet. Um, see how that goes. Yeah, Frank, it is sad. It is. It's part of it, though. I mean, what do you do? If you love to trap, you keep doing it and keep pushing forward. But Gold Falcon, I am pretty jealous of where you're at. My bucket list trapping would be to go after muskrats in numbers, like in South Dakota in the spring. That would be awesome. Travis, they're doing all right. They're doing all right. Hey, Tony, what's up, bud? Oh, Reef, I got it. I got it. Um, the good ones probably want to see if you can walk across the bottom of the ocean to China. So give it a shot. Uh, just need a really long snorkel, like 3 or 4 feet. You'll be fine. Uh, please don't actually do that. Oh, yeah. I was wondering if that got to the Dakotas too. Reef, Ottercat flips you as much crap as I do. So I don't know why you want him to watch you. Oh, shoot. But anyway, guys, just want to do a live real quick, kind of talk to you guys that I'm still alive. Um, been dormant for a little bit. We're going to do some fur handling lives coming up. But at the same time, we're going to be hopefully going after some fur this week. So I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited. Travis. I don't blame you, Tony. Oh, Reef, don't even hold that against me. Yeah, yeah, I hear you, Gold Falcon. Tyler, I'm assuming your fur was stacked together. Um, like laid down tight without air being able to get in between it. That's about the only way I've ever heard of mold getting on there. All right, thanks for stopping in, Dale. You have a good night, bud. Yeah, exactly, Frank. Exactly. Man, Reef, you're brutal. You are just brutal. Oh, you guys are terrible. Lawrence, you take care, bud. Yeah, yeah. I don't blame you, Tony. I don't blame you. Loki, you're 248 subs from 1,000. You're getting there, buddy. You're getting there. Sneaking right up on you, buddy. I hope you hit it this season, man. I really do. I haven't really had problems with mold. Um, the only times I've had that is if I've taken something off of boards a little early and I stacked them on top of each other. But yes, borax would definitely help that too. You got 4 inches of snow last night? Oh, wow. I wish you luck, Loki. Um, anyone wants to share Loki's channel on here, please feel free to. He's got some good stuff over there as well. Uh, you know, I I don't want to share reefs on here, but I will. If anyone wants to share reef or OtterCat or anybody else's channel on here, we're all on the same page, guys. We're all outdoorsmen. We love doing what we do. Please feel free to share anyone's channel. Um, my lives are always open to that. I have no problem with that at all. So, oh yeah, next gen. What is it? It's probably about 10 o'clock. Yeah, on a Friday night, being 19 years old, 20 years old now. Yeah, it probably is past your bedtime. So, I understand. You better get to bed. Next gen. um, Reef just shared Loki's channel. Check that out, guys. Um, Otter, my work line. I'm hoping for 100 traps, but man, that makes for a long, long 5 hours before work. So, Gold Falcon. Badgers are my kryptonite. I hate flushing badgers. I hate it. Mannequin time. Yeah. You can stake them when you set them, buddy. You're good. Couple Z trap DPs getting robbed completely. What's doing it? They're push pull traps. Coyote Stalker. How full are you filling them? Are you filling them to the trigger? I'm assuming. And what are you filling them with? Is it a dry bait? Because if it is, either way, it's probably your mice. Mice, ground squirrels, small varmint type thing. Yeah, Gold Falcon, you're not wrong. It is all sharp side. Yeah, so it's your small mammal or small rodents basically. Um, if you're on good trail, on good sign, I would suggest moving it 8 to 10 feet down the trail if you can. And I know it's against the rule of trapping, but fill that thing full. Um, if a raccoon gets to it and he likes it, he's going to eat it all the way. Well, I take the back. If you're using a push pull trigger, don't fill it full because you can't. It'll set the trap off before they put their foot in. Um, you probably have to stick to it just above the trigger. But if you're using a pull only, I'd say fill it all the way full. Hey, Boxy, how we doing, bud? No, vet. I've never had it get wet and set the trap off. Actually, the way I do it when I fill it full, if we get rain, those top like 10 or 12 pieces expand and almost seals the bottom of the bait. So if we do get a lot of rain, I can kind of flick it off and it's dry from the midway down. Yeah, you're just getting cleaned out by rodents is all you're doing. Coyote stalker. It happens. It happens to me a lot too. I'd suggest shuffle it down the trail a little bit. It'll those rodents won't be able to find it right away. Hey Oscar, how we doing, bud? But we're just about ready to get out of here, fellas. I got to work tomorrow, and we're still not feeling 100% yet. And we got a big line coming up, so I'm hoping anyway. We're gonna have a 2 day really hit it hard as we can in 2 days, and then have a work line through the week. I'd love to catch 100 coon in the next 10 days. No, Kenneth, thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. I love doing these lives. I love talking trapping with people. It's awesome. No, I'm gonna need it, Reef. I'm gonna need it. We got a little bit of fresh ground yet. That's not pre-staked at all. Other than my work line. My work line's completely fresh. I drove it the other day and it looks pretty good, so I'm pretty excited for that. But anyway, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good. Um, just got to keep pushing, keep driving through it. So big plans. We're gonna chase some muskrats, chase some beaver, chase some coon. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, thanks, Oscar. I appreciate it. Coyote Stalker 1. If you have any questions at all, um, on Facebook, Iowa Trapper, message me on email, Iowa Trapper 2, the number 2, message me. Anything I can do to help you out, message me. I'd be happy to help. Oh, cool, Boxy. That's awesome. Make number 4. Love it, Loki. That's awesome. So, all right, guys. You have a good night. We're getting out of here. Oh, Waterloo, you're not that far from me, buddy. You are not that far from me at all. So, matter of fact, I'll be doing a trapping class over by you next spring into summer. So, I will, Ottercat. I will. She just got home from having dinner with one of her friends. So, but we'll talk to you guys later. We've got some lives coming up with fur handling. I'm really excited for. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time. So, all right, Loki. I'll check that out here when I get off here. But you guys have a good night. Take care, and hopefully we're gonna be chasing some fur the next few days. So I'm excited. I'm pretty pumped up. Still not feeling great, but we're getting after it. You got to keep finding your drive, guys. Keep pushing. So take care, everyone. Have a good night.